Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about a project for SLR and the Week in Retail with Britvic and Rockstar brand. And we've got an install project with Dennis Williams, a retailer from Edinburgh. Dennis is a former SGF president, multi-award winning retailer, and he's very kindly offered to work with us on this project. And also with us we have Dave Laidler from Britvic, who is a marketing controller looking after the Rockstar brand. So first of all, over to you, Dave. Welcome. Just like to introduce yourself.
Thanks, everyone. Delighted to be here. Yeah, I'm Dave Laidler and I work at Britvic in the GB team, and I'm looking after our Rockstar brand, and really excited to talk to you today about the plans that we've got.
And welcome to you, Dennis. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about the shop.
Yeah, certainly. Dennis Williams, a premier retailer, been in our store in Oxgangs in Edinburgh since 1983, joined Premier in 1997, and I think one of the big things for us last year was we had a refit done. Obviously COVID has stopped that a bit, so we went ahead and done that in September, David, and it's been fantastic. And our sales up on 2019 is 28%. So we're doing fantastic. So I'm really excited about the project as well, about energy drinks, which is a big part of our sales in our store. So thank you.
So Dennis, have you noticed even before the refit that energy drinks were sort of key drivers in the soft drinks category and were performing well overall?
Yes, well, definitely, David. And I think one of the things that's really taken us to the next level is with our food to go area, David, we got loads of workmen in, and that has been a great success. And we moved our chillers to the back of the store, David. So now they need to travel the whole length of the store to buy our sort of chilled drinks. And obviously that's where the energy drinks are. And we've seen our sales increase about 12% on energy drinks alone, David, and it's a massive market. So I think there's a lot of learning still to be done yet, but not. I think I'm looking forward to this.
And Rockstar has always been an important brand for you, and do you think that it can now push on onto a new level?
Yeah, definitely. I think Rockstar, looking at my sales on my energy drinks, Rockstar Endurance is my top seller in the store with energy drinks. So that's a great start, first of all, because there's a lot of competition out there. There's Red Bull, there's Monster. I don't need to go down through all the different variants, but I think that just shows you that there's a massive opportunity for Rockstar to do I'd say to do a better job. And I think one of the two of the reasons I'll give is certainly is looking at more social media, David, which I think we need to work on, and obviously working with the company to how we merchandise it as well.
Great. So on that point, let's bring Dave in on this. So Dave, tell us a little bit about the energy drinks category, as a whole, and then perhaps how Rockstar fits into that.
Yeah, sure. So as Dennis rightly says, energy drinks is a hugely important category. It's worth over £1 billion in sales. And actually it's grown over 50% of all of soft drinks growth over the last 2 years. So really important segment for the total category. I think the important thing to understand is that energy needs are vast. So therefore there is a lot of opportunity to have different brands within energy drinks that service different needs and different consumers. And the work that we're doing with Rockstar is really about opening up the brand to a new level of consumer and bringing more people into the brand to drive rate of sale for the brand and the category. So we've made lots of changes on Rockstar over the last 6 months, and we're delighted to relaunch with a new pack design, which calls out our core flavors and core range much more clearly. It really brings the Rockstar logo to life. And we are very clear in terms of how the flavors and the range are clear on shelf. What we've also done is improve liquids. So in our original variant, we now include 80 milligrams of vitamin C, because that's something that consumers have told us is important. And also we are looking to spend more on the brand in terms of how we merchandise it in store and how we support it in store with activation in order to drive rate of sale.
What can you tell us, Dave, about pack sizes and you know, the importance of, you know, getting the right amount of liquid per serving?
Yeah, it's a really important point. And as I say, energy is a big category with lots of different needs. Rockstar is the original big can energy brand, actually. And it's no surprise that big can has been a success story within energy over recent years. Lots of people want that larger serve. So for our Rockstar brand, the 500 ml is absolutely critical. Aligned to that, though, there are more and more people that are looking for energy solutions at home, so having deferred formats. So we'll be bringing out a 4x500 ml pack format as well. So we see big can as the real staple behind the Rockstar brand.
Dennis, are you finding that's reflected in your store, kind of that the larger cans are very popular, and kind of why do you think that's happening?
Yeah, I think Dave, you're right. I think he's right. Yeah, across the board, the big can's the best seller, David. And looking at my sales, it's mainly large cans that sell, David. So it's a big part of the sales are large cans. But I think one of the things you just mentioned about the 4x500 mils, I think that would be a good addition to the range as well, because we sell a lot of multi packs and energy drinks as well, which are very popular.
Is that a challenge for merchandising, or Dennis? Is this a challenge for merchandising, or?
Well, I think, David, you can put it in your chiller and you can use it in ambient as well, so you can double site it as well. Because some people obviously buy a 4-pack not to drink immediately, and maybe take it home and put it in their fridge. And obviously we have some in our chiller as well, so you can dual site it, David.
Dave, so do you have any particular merchandising advice for retailers who are watching this video clip that they can implement immediately?
Absolutely. I think that the first thing to say is it's really key to get the best sellers in store. So from a Britvic perspective, we have 4 core products that we would want every store to have, and then more products that there's an opportunity to stock. So in terms of our core 4, that would be Rockstar Original, Punch Tropical Guava, Exdurance Blueberry, and Juiced Mango, Orange and Passion Fruit. So those are the products that we see having the highest rate of sale across our range, but also there's opportunities to have other products that deliver against different needs within the store. From a merchandising perspective, obviously stimulant energy is quite a distinct category with a distinct group of buyers. So merchandising it together, big cans together. So that would be Rockstar, probably next to Monster, and sandwiched in between other brands like Relentless as well. And ultimately in a position in the chiller where people are going to be able to find it quite easily and make the purchase. We're
all looking forward to this project. But from your point of view, Dave, and from the point of view of Rockstar and Britvic, what is the sort of thing that you think can be achieved? What are the sort of learnings you can get from doing in-store projects such as the one we have underway here?
Oh, it's an absolutely fantastic opportunity to be able to do this project, because you can do all of the research in the world, but until you put products in store, you don't quite know what's going to happen. I think personally, from my perspective, it would be great to see how the total category performs when we merchandise it in the way that we think is best in class. And equally within that, how Rockstar can help drive rate of sale for the total category and obviously brand sales within that, within a best in class merchandised solution.
Can I ask you 2 questions just about the regionality of energy drinks? Firstly, you know, Dennis is in Edinburgh, so, you know, clearly sort of how the marketplace in Edinburgh and in Scotland, you know, it's going to be very important for this particular project. So how does energy and how does Rockstar perform in Scotland as a whole? And then perhaps you can also tell us how that sort of reflects nationally, you know, across the entire United Kingdom.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm glad to say Rockstar performs very well in Scotland, which is what Dennis has already said. It's a strong area for us. Actually, there's not a huge amount of regionality outside of London, I would say. Being honest, within London, Red Bull is stronger than the big cans, but in the rest of the country, big can energy is definitely the leading format, and Scotland's no different on that.
I think it's great to be working with a company like Britvic, you know, in a partnership going forward. I think we can both learn off of one another. Great opportunity.
So Dennis, tell us about the refit. Is there more chiller space as a whole? Is there more room for soft drinks?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've just got news off the press that we're doing another mini refit, David, after the refit. So I'm actually putting a new chiller in at the back, changing an existing one to a new one, which will give us more room. And I think there's definitely opportunity for more sales, definitely. Soft drinks is a massive part of the convenience sector, David. I think it's like anything. It's an on the go purchase, you know, where people are, you know, buy a drink on the go or going to work or workman or whatever it may be. But I think it's a massive part of the convenience sector. And I'm just looking at my sales, David. In the last 12 weeks, I've sold something like 24,000 soft drinks. That's including energy drinks, which is massive.
Fantastic. And so, Dennis, are you looking forward to this project?
Yes, I'm really excited about this project. Yes, I'm really excited. I think it's a learning process for me, and I think it'll be a learning process for Britvic. Obviously, I'm glad that SLR are involved, and I think it really opens it out for the whole of Scotland and the whole of UK. I think it's a great opportunity and a partnership working with Britvic, which is a massive company. So yeah, I'm really excited about moving forward. The quicker the better for me, David.
Dennis, it's been great talking to you today. What one thing would you like to see from the stimulant energy category within your store, and specifically Rockstar as a brand within that?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me, Dave, is obviously working partnership with yourself, because you've got the knowledge and you've got the sales UK based, and I think that is so important. Obviously, I've got my own sales in my store, but I think when you look at companies like yourself, you have the sales for the whole of the UK. So it's just a fantastic opportunity for both of us moving forward.
Dennis, if I may ask you, you've had a refit and it's already going really well, and that's great to hear. But what further potential do you think you have for growth? You know, have you set yourself targets, or you know, or do you believe that there is yet more growth to come?
Well, there's a couple of points I'd like to make on that. I think going back to the pandemic, and one of the things I like to say that we all the convenience sector had a lot of new customers. So I think their biggest challenge was, how do we keep new customers? So we've obviously got to look at everything. And I think one of the things was our food to go area is cross purchasing. You know, obviously people come in, they buy our food to go, and obviously they're looking for soft drinks, especially energy drinks as well. So that was a massive opportunity for us. And I think one of the things that I'd like to look at as well is maybe a chiller down at the front end of the store to where their food to go is, and maybe put energy drinks in there. Obviously, Rockstar would be a massive opportunity. So that's a couple of things that I'd like to look at, David.
Well, great. I wish you luck with the project, everybody. Dennis, thank you very much for your time this morning. Perhaps if you'd just like to sign off and say how much you're looking forward to working with us.
Yeah, definitely. It's thank you for the massive opportunity. I'd like to thank Britvic and Dave. Massive opportunity for us, and I think it's a partnership we're really looking forward to working with, and we're really excited about it. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Dennis. That's great to hear. Really looking forward to working with you and trying to drive some sales in your energy category. So thanks, everyone.